Hello, this is Apostle Dr. Jewel Williams, and I'm talking to you, just encouraging you, some things that I've learned through ministry. I talked about having a disciplined life. Part of that, which is a subpart, is I'm going to say that part of this journey through ministry, life in general, is you have to be a man or woman of prayer. One of the most important things that I have learned and am still learning is that I had to be a woman of prayer. I had to make time to have conversations with God. Prayer is not, nor has it ever been, a one-sided, I give God my laundry list of things I want as though I'm sitting on Santa's lap. That's not what prayer is. Prayer is a communication, and it's not one-sided. So I don't come and just talk to God, wipe my hands and move on. I talk, he talk. He listens, I listen. It is a communication that we have with God where he talks to us. And some people have told me, well, God doesn't speak. I don't know who they're talking to, but God speaks to me. He speaks to me in several ways. One, I could be praying and asking God for instruction, and in my spirit, I will hear a scripture. That's him speaking. He'll tell me what to read, and then I'll go read it. And then I'm like, well, Lord, how does that apply to what I am dealing with? It's almost like he said, I'm glad you asked. And then I will begin to sense and to hear in my spirit the answers to a thing. So we're having a dialogue. I'm asking, God is talking, so we're communicating. You've got to be a person of prayer because prayer is what changes you. You're not praying just for stuff. Can I tell you? Prayer is not just so I can get what I want. Prayer is so I can be who I need to be. You pray so that you have the understanding and the connection with God so that you can show up to be who he's called you to be. I don't know who I was supposed to be when I started this journey 10 years ago. I thought I did. But I didn't realize the trials I was going to go through, the betrayals, the being lied on, being just maligned and done so horribly bad. But it was in the time of prayer that God began to speak to me, tell me things, give me revelations about things, and mostly about myself. There are times in prayer when I didn't understand the thing. And God would say, yeah, that's what this is, or this is that. And then the revelation of that would come out later. God is concerned about you and me. And part of how we're going to be successful on the journey that we're on is if we have a prayer life. Little prayer, you've heard the little cliche, little prayer, little power. Much prayer, much power. Well, it's not just a cliche. It is true. Because when you are a man or a woman of prayer, you then open yourself up to God's help, God's instructions, God's revelation, and God's care. And so without prayer and a prayer life, it is going to be almost impossible for you and I to be able to live out whatever the calling is on our life. And before I go, let me also say this. If you are not a person of intimate prayer, now let me put a pin in. I know some folks that could tell you, I pray all the time and this, that, and the other, but their lives are not aligning to them being a person of prayer. You know why that is? It's because they've already gone in with some preconceived ideas and thoughts about what they want and what they feel. That's not an openness to prayer. You have to go in. I have to go into prayer with no preconceived notions other than the word, period. We can't go in with what God gonna do and how he gonna do it, and he gonna do it this way, he gonna do it this way. No, because now you're telling God what to do. That's not how that works. You and I go to prayer humbly and ask God for direction. We go humbly and ask God for instruction. That means then we're open to hear. But if you come in with preconceived notions, there's no place and space for you to be able to receive because it's already filled up with you. Selah. All right? Bye-bye.